It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Tackle made at the 47
solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Burrow will throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
At the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Cut 19.
Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Jaguars 0.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Jaguars. take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
On the carry for Jacksonville.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Jones. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And that's going to be incomplete.
Intended for
good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Marcus Williams.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that will be incomplete.
Jones pass.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run in the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
At the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Joe Burrow's sack.
Caleb Chason coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt.
Formation.
And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
38-yard line.
Exactly.
Or
It's a gain of 5.
That
brings
too.
up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I don't think you got it, son.
Off play action. Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
His pass.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set. Running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First down, Jacksonville.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
He's tackled.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Jaguar 1st down.
Here's Jones on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown,
Jones
Jacksonville.
Complete to number 28.
From 21 yards away. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Number 28 to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8.
It's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Now it's the backup Finley. And that'll be incomplete.
Finley's pass
took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
That's good.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant. Mike 50, Mike 50. Warrior 17. Get in the weight room. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike.
Throwing, Finley. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, Finley. And the pressure gets to him again.
Sacked.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time.
A loss of 9.
I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
At their own 48-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
First down, Jaguars.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Go now. 60 Pittsburgh. 59. Watch the slant. Check. Two draw Corker. Check. Crunch. Check it back. Leo.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Jacksonville.
A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Bengals 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
56 to Mike.
Finley to throw it. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Ryan Finley.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. He may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
He's checking. Crash. Check 3. Check.
From the shotgun, Finley. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Bengals.
A big play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
He was covered by Trey
Yes,
Wayne.
sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Kill. Look at me. Go.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. He's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Yards. First down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
go. 30 base. Check, 59. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Look, squeeze.
Hands it off out of the gun.
The ball carried
it's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 42-yard line.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
To number
6 yards the pickup, and that's
it's
a first down.
Another
and
catch for him there on this drive, Brandon,
down.
and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Out of the gun is Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Focus, defense, focus. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Know your job.
To throw, Finley. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was looking for Daniels that time, and it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Play action now. Here's Finley. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Complete.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down, Jaguars.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Complete to number 28.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Complete
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes,
Jacksonville.
You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Minshew's pass.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check 59. Mike is 59. I'm going to run you over.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Jaguars 28, Bengals 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now a handoff, Edwards, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Taken down at the 22-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
29, no chance. 29 is the mic.
Now on 2nd and 13, Finley. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Ryan Finley.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the slant. 29 is the mic.
Finley setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 31 yards on the punt there. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Double dog, that's the way. Ready to go. 51, Mike 51. Let's lock it. All the way back home.
Now they try the right side here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tackle made.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. Now Minshew. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Minshew quickly completing it out wide. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bengals' 20-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Minshew going to throw right side here, complete. And down
Minshew's
inside the
pass,
15, shy of the 10.
To Colin Johnson. It's a gain of 10. First down,
and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
It'll be Minshew again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
Yeah. 90, Wolf. Watch tight end. Hey, shoot. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, here we go. Mike 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the stick.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
To number 28.
A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time, and it's 2nd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Mike 56, Mike 56. Check pass, check pass. Mike 56.
To throw again. Finley toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. It was Quincy Williams with a tight coverage there. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's got some space here. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Number 28.
Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
He was brought down by
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still three-score game, though, fourth quarter. Finley going to lead the Bengals up first and 10 at about the 32. He'll start the drive with a give to Connor. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
4 yards the pickup, first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Finley now. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. There he goes, right baby. Side. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Lambo on for the extra point.
After.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Jaguars 42, Bengals 14.